Hey friends, well normally I do a lot of base building on Ark. Lately I've been sucked back into Palworld with the new update for Faybreak and been having a great time with that. And along with the new portion of the map, it became time to rebuild the base. While I miss some of Ark's building mechanics, I think I've done a reasonable job of rebuilding our boring box base that we had here and creating something a little new and more interesting than just a plain old box. So we actually have several bases to look at, starting with our main base, which is the most complex, and then we'll take a quick look at the breeding base, the farming base, and maybe even the Hexolite base. So here we go. So this is our main base. This is here in the Golden Hills, one of my favorite spots on the original section of the map. And this is multi-floor, so we can have pretty much everything we need happening here, with the exception of our oil and our farming. So let's come on down and take a look. All right, so we've got all of our gardens here at the front. So we're growing tomatoes, lettuce, onions, potatoes, berries, all the good stuff. Everything we need to be able to cook food and cakes. We've got our little skill fruit tree growing here with some ice skill fruits going. Got our electricity with our Ozark going, our research stand. And then in the back is pretty much all of the production stuff. Our big stove, all of the automated production lines, our crusher, we've got our forge, and all of our mines as well are all back in this section here. We've got some of our basics here, our PAL box, the dump box, because Panda's terrible about putting stuff away where it belongs. And then in here is our basic storage. So we've got everything kind of organized into little storage bins here. And then we also have some storage boxes out at the different mines to make things easier to collect. So this is the first floor. We've also got our refrigerators and our mill over here to store all of our food. And we'll head up to level 2. Level 2 is kind of the PAL area. This is where they can sleep. We've got all of these new little PAL pods that they can sleep in. We've got our wave generators. And of course, a whole bunch of the hot tubs for them so that they can enjoy that. Got a little storage area here. Don't have anything in that at the moment, but that's there if we need more space for storage later on. These little sections here are just kind of decorative. We've got our PAL statues here. And then we'll head up to third level. So third level is our last level here at the main base. We've got our big storage unit here that lets us find everything in our storages. Very handy. The disassembly belt so we can murder 50 million PALs at once. Our condenser, some extra power. And then we head up to the attic. And up in the attic is just kind of general living quarters for myself and Panda. I haven't gotten around to decorating this yet. But we've got our beds up here. And then we have a little balcony here that we can kind of look out and keep an eye on everybody. Really wish they would make better railings in this game. Railings I would love, or half walls, and particularly triangle foundations and ceilings. I think those would be amazing. I really miss those. So this is kind of the main production base. This is where it all happens. And then we will hop over to the breeding base next. So we're going to hop over here. Our breeding base is now over here in the Faybreak Island. So we're going to head over there now. Go take a look. Hello, Loki cat. All right, so this is our breeding area. I also built a lovely little house here because, you know, kind of have to have a house. So we'll go through here first. This is our main entrance. And we come in and just had some fun with the decorations. I do like the variety of furniture and decorations they have. That is one thing they do a little better than Ark without needing 50 million mods to be able to decorate. Second floor with our beds. There's a little balcony on the back so we can enjoy the nice purple hills. Had to build somewhere in the purple. Gotta love that purple. Got a little creative with the railings just by stacking 2 of the benches to make a railing. And then if we come out this side, we've got another little balcony area here. And then we can go up the ladder. And then that brings us out to the upper level of the breeding complex. You can see all the PAL pods over there for sleeping. And then we've got 2 breeding pens up here on the upper level, 2 sets of stairs, and then we've got our 2 breeding areas down here on the bottom level. Oh my god, I love this new hatchery. 10 eggs at once. That's awesome. We've got our food over here. Man, my poor Frostallion looks dead when he's laying here cooling. Hope you're still doing okay there, buddy. Got our hot tub, another Ozark here, giving us electricity for everything, and our backup generators. And ooh, looks like we had a random egg spawn there. We'll take that. See what we get a little bit later. So then the next kind of main base that we have is over in the cherry blossom area here. And this is kind of our farming and oil base. Have a beautiful spot here in the cherry blossom trees. So this is a little rubber banding there. We've got our power over here. A bunch of folks giving us power, plenty of backup. My Hell Zephyr's doing transporting. Drop something there, kiddos. Thank you, I'll take that. We've got our 2 oil rigs going here. Take that one too. And then we go up the stairs, and this is the ranch area. Mostly making honey and eggs and milk right now for cake, but we also have a lamel in there to give us some wool and some demuds to give us some PAL oil. I love this spot, not just because it's so pretty, but because, let me pull out Jetragon here. There are generally, get myself all turned around here, 2 spots. We've got a supply drop that comes down right here. So I can go ahead and yoink everything out of that. This is a drop for either the supply drops or the meteors, so we get those pretty regular. And then straight out here is also another drop point, some for meteors or supply drops as well. So that's all very, very useful and handy to have. And we have a really pretty area here looking out over the water and the main entrance area here. So this is kind of the last base type base, the last section, which we'll just pop over and take a look at because is our Hexolite mining area. There is absolutely nothing fancy about it. Not even really anything built there. It is just a spot to mine. But it's a great spot because there are 3, I think it's 3 Hexolite nodes that come out here, as well as a little NPC. And there's also an oil vein here, but with the 2 oil veins at the other base, it wasn't really necessary. So yeah, there's some of our Hexolite that my guys are mining. So they're going to town there. And pretty much just the bare bones setup over here, along with this giant monstrosity of an expedition center, so that I can send pals on expeditions. There's really no other good spot for this. I love it, but it is enormous, and it doesn't really fit well at other bases. So yay for multiple bases. So that's kind of the grand tour. Let me hop back to the main base here. And those are the Palworld bases at the moment. Who knows? Later on I may get the urge to rebuild them, but for now, I'm going to drive Panda crazy when he logs back in and goes, what the heck happened to all of our bases? Because I pretty much demolished all of our old ones, rebuilt them from scratch, and moved a bunch of stuff to different areas. So here we go. Welcome to the main base again. Hope you enjoyed the tour and hope it gave you some ideas for your own Palworld bases. Enjoy and see you in the next video.